Welcome everybody to the long-awaited setup tour video. I hope you guys enjoyed the setup tour that I made. That's the first style video that I've made like that before, and I think it turned out really well. There was a bit of jitteriness in it, but I did find out exactly how to fix it. Anyway, let's jump into the video itself. Here we go. Starting with the left-hand side of the desk, we have the Electro-Voice RE20 case. It's actually a pause. Before we get too far into this video, I just want to let you guys know, yes, the cable management is horrible, and the excuses I'm going to stick with for the time being is some of the cables just aren't long enough to route under the desk. I don't have any cable holder or mount to put under the desk at the moment because I'm too lazy to buy them. And I never knew when I was actually going to finish my setup, so I didn't route all the cables to their final place. So, sorry. A hard shell case, really like it. Right behind that is the old Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone we used to use. Behind that, we just have some glass cleaner. We have the Netgear modem, the Netgear router, and then right next to that, the PlayStation 4 Pro. Above that is a Samsung 40-inch smart TV that I've had for a long time. Next to it is our Denon 1200 watt surround system thing. It runs it all. I can't remember what it's called. We have the Rode PSA-1 mic arm connected to the Electro-Voice RE20. I love this mic. I'll go into more detail in it at the end of the video. It's amazing. I'm using it right now. It sounds, just completely wonderful. Best thing ever. Behind and under, kind of behind the monitors, is two 4TB external hard drives, a Seagate and a Western Digital. I got the Western Digital one for free because it came with the purchase of my camera, the Canon 5D Mark IV that I'm using right now to film. And the other one is just because I save all my videos, so I needed the extra storage, so I got the Seagate one. So with the first keyboard, this is the Logitech G910. I think it's the Spectrum, not the Spark. Again, got it a long time ago when it first came out, but I believe it's the Spectrum. Really love it. I love the rubber G switches. Extremely comfortable to use, not super loud. Here is our main monitor that it's actually connected, that's running to it, or running through that specific keyboard. Under that, we have a secondary keyboard, which is just a Logitech standard keyboard. Don't even remember what it's called. Has a little screen on it, though, which is kind of nice. And then we have two Bose companion speakers in the background. And then in the corner here, we have the CL1 Cloud Lifter to boost the volume of the Electro-Voice RE20. So what you'll notice is we have two mice, two keyboards. The main mouse I use to game is the Logitech G903 on top of the Logitech G PowerPlay mousepad to charge it all together. So it's a wireless charging mouse that charges on the mousepad. We have the Elgato Stream Deck, so when we're streaming, we can just click those buttons, which is just extremely nice. There's the Razer Naga 2012, I believe, and then behind that, we have the Behringer X1204 USB mixer. This thing is a monster. I love it, and that's a whole video for itself, and this is just how everything's set up. Little stickers to see what I'm mixing. But yeah, it's really in-depth, and it was really hard to figure out when you don't know audio. Then the most underrated thing on the desk is my little desk fan that my girlfriend got me because it gets really hot back here, and I'll explain why in a second. I mean, little known to the fact, there's two computers running. I have a little USB 3.0 card reader just to transfer files if for some reason connecting my camera isn't working. Here's the computer back here, the main rig. We have it's in the fractal defined mesh of IC. On top of that, we have the Bear Dynamic DT770 Pros, the Overwatch hat. So getting more into the computer, the 8700K, 5 gigahertz, the GeForce GTX 1080 for the Win Edition, my EVGA, as I said. 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM, Asus ROG Maximus X Hero motherboard, 256 gigabyte Samsung 960 EVO, 1 terabyte Samsung 850 EVO, 1 terabyte Mushkin something, and then the EVGA Supernova 1000 P2. So what you'll notice here is I have two Logitech webcams. I have the C920 because it's the main one I use, and I upgraded to the C922 at one point. I didn't really like the quality, so now it's just kind of a backup camera. This is the DX Racer chair that I sit in. Also, I have this larger mouse pad, the Steel Series mouse pad. I used to use a long time, well, not a long time ago, but before I got the G PowerPlay one. So I decided to keep it there just so I had a little extra comfort under my wrist since I'm playing games for a long time while streaming. The left and right monitors are set up for my stream PC, and then the middle and top monitors are for my gaming PC. And you can see the top monitor is slightly offset from the middle. It's because the board that we had to screw it into, I can't even think about it right now, is slightly off. But the middle monitor, my main one, is the Asus ROG Swift PG258Q. It's 1080p, 240 Hz, and it is a TN panel. These secondary monitors that I have for the left and right, the only reason I got them is because they look very similar to the middle one. They are the Asus VG24H. They're 1080p, 75 Hz FreeSync. They're also TN panels. And of course, overkill. We got the curved 34-inch Acer Predator X34, which is a 3440 by 1440p resolution, 100 Hz G-Sync, and it's IPS display. An extremely monster. It's overkill. I don't need it for color work. I don't need that specific monitor for color work, but it's my old monitor that I used to use. And the reason I switched back to 1080p gaming is because using the Elgato HD60 Pro with an ultra wide can cause a lot of issues, especially since it's over 1080p and over 60 Hertz. Just a bunch of issues, so I decided to go back to 1080p gaming, and I just use it for color work right now, and it's really nice for video editing with the timeline, and since it's very color accurate, well, out of all the monitors I have, it makes it really nice to do photography with. The secondary monitors, the VG24Hs that I have, they're actually 24-inch, and the middle one is 24.5-inch, but again, the bezels are actually smaller, or the bezels are smaller on the center monitor than they are on the side, so they're virtually the exact same size because the outside ones are larger. But for being like sub $200 75 Hz 1080p panels from Asus, they're actually extremely nice to look at. If you have an AMD card or you just want something that's nice for gaming, they're really clear looking, and they don't really have any. I think I like the colors on these monitors more than the center monitor. Again, the center monitor is 240 Hz, but still, I think the colors do look nicer when I'm in game, but I did calibrate them to look more similar to my main monitor. So in the stream PC here under the desk, it's just a random Corsair case. I can't remember what it was called. And then I have a random ASRock motherboard. Again, can't remember what it's called, but it's the X299 platform. So we have the Intel i7 6800K, not overclocked. We have the Radeon R9 200 series something. I sold my 970 to a friend, and he gave me $100 for it and a graphics card since I only had that one. So I needed something to be able to run my stream PC monitors, and even in the AMD software, it just says R9 200 series. It doesn't say which one it is, so I actually don't know. But I don't really care. It doesn't make too much of a difference. It runs the monitors, we're good. 16 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM, a 750 watt thermal take, power supply, 250 gig Samsung 850 EVO, and the Elgato HD60 Pro. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like if you did, and make sure to subscribe as well if you did enjoy. I spent a lot of time getting the trailer and everything set up for this video, and I did spend a lot of time getting all of this set up and just finally completing it. I always got so many questions asking on stream, when are you going to do a setup video? Because I would always talk about tech and all the new tech I was looking into getting and things that would help me benefit stream, like the extra monitor real estate, or help me with my photography, which is what I do in my spare time and what I do for schooling at New York Institute of Photography. That's where I'm enrolled in, and that's why I needed to use an IPS display for color reproduction, something that would actually be good for that. And I always had people asking me, when are you going to do a setup video? When are you going to set up video? I was waiting until I finally got everything complete. Now that I have all 4 monitors, I know it's overkill, but it makes life so much easier when you are streaming full time, and that is what I do. If you guys don't realize, I used to stream on YouTube a lot, and now I stream on Twitch every day at 4 p.m. Eastern time, except for Sundays. Occasionally I will stream on a Sunday if I have something going on another day during the week. You guys follow me on Twitter and join my Discord, links in the description. as always, just make sure to go jump in there. I'm always hanging out with Discord. I always answer questions, Twitter, no matter what. I'm always there to answer anything you guys have. Any questions you have, just so you guys know. Also, for the update portion of this video, all of my streaming, again, is only on Twitch now. No more YouTube streaming unless it's like a special occasion. And I am going to divert this channel over from gaming, since that's what I did. I did gaming, I did streaming of video games, and now what I'm going to be changing over, I did gaming streams. That's just what I did. And now that I do those over on Twitch, I am actually, instead of making gaming videos here on the channel, I'm going to convert this channel into a tech channel. Tech is kind of what I've always been about. I've always been deeply into technology ever since I was a little kid. And I think having an entire channel around it is something I've always wanted to do. But I never had the money to be able to just buy the technology I wanted to, cover, or have any, I didn't have that money to, put into getting technology to make videos on. So I ended up just still doing gaming like, every kid does. And now I'm 20 years old. I've been streaming for a year and a half. This is what I do. I have a dual stream PC set up. I take this stuff very, very seriously. I try to stream a consistent schedule every single day, and I'm trying to do this full time. So all of my money ended up going into streaming. But now that I have all of this stuff that I've put into streaming, I can do videos on almost everything, especially the microphone. It's a microphone that's extremely popular. A lot of people always ask about it. The monitors, why do you have 4? Why do you need 4? What do they do? Why'd you get these ones instead of these? I can make videos on all of those things now. And even the camera you guys are looking into right now, the Canon 5D Mark IV, I talked about that in the video about what I was using to shoot it. And in this video I was actually using a 24-105 f4 lens. And if you guys don't know anything about that, stick around on the channel. I'm gonna have videos on everything. I'm gonna have videos on the equipment that I use, why I made my setup the way I did, what everything does. I'm gonna have in-depth videos. Not just, this is what it is, this is what it's like to use. I'm going to try to make everything as in-depth as possible, letting you guys know, hey, if you guys don't like this style of keyboard clickiness, if you think it's too clicky, look into this one. This one's just as good. It feels clicky, but it's not as loud. This one, it might be better for you. It's a lot mushier. It might be just you like how that feels, something like that, Difference in microphones. This microphone's extremely overkill, but why did I get it? Because I love having like top quality things, so that and most of the time top quality things give you less issues, and they're going to be better in the first place. As you guys saw in the video, on the other side of my desk, which is over there for me, I have the AT2020. I just got that like 6 months ago maybe, but I had the money to get this, and I was fortunate enough to be able to upgrade to it. This microphone is not needed whatsoever. There's plenty of streamers who still use their in microphone, inline mic that's in their microphone, their AT2020, their webcam. This microphone is particularly $450 with a $25 pop filter, and you need that cloud lifter almost 99% of the time to be able to get the volume that you want, and that cloud lifter itself is $150. Nobody needs any of this stuff unless you have a specific thing you're doing. But being a streamer and watching streams all the time, I realize that I'll be doing work. Like, I'll work on photography, I'll work on videos, I'll work on setting up my stream stuff while I'm watching other people, but I'm more or less listening. So I want to have something that, sounds better. If people aren't always going to be watching the stream, but they're going to be listening to it in the background, I'd rather have something more soothing and comfortable for them to listen to than just some microphone that when I yell really loud, it's going to, blare out their eardrums. With this, it's not going to do that. It's going to retain that quality, and I can even have an equalizer on it with the mixer, so that when it gets higher, it's not really going to blast your ears out. It will get louder, but not nearly as loud, even though you'll be able to tell I'm yelling or something like that. But again, guys, if you miss watching the streams, I know we had a bunch of people always asking, dude, why'd you stop streaming? Like, man, I went over to Twitch. I try to make sure I put it in the end of all my videos just to let people know, but I know a lot of people don't stay till the end of videos. So I'm still going to be streaming every day, if not, if not. I'm still going to be streaming every single day. I might drop it down to, I already do 6 days a week and I have 1 day off. I might drop it down to 5 days a week if I do end up putting more and more time into the channel. but for the most part, it's going to be 6 days a week, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 8-hour streams. Average, we usually do 6 hours or more, and we usually average out to about 8 to 10 hours every day streaming. It's what I love to do. It's what I put my time into. So if you guys want to head on over and hang out with me every single day, link in the description as always. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please give me some feedback on what you think about me transferring this channel into a technology-oriented channel. I know it's going to be a big change for all of the subs out there, new and old. But, I mean, the videos I made for gaming were just videos that I took from stream, that I recorded from stream. So the more people that want to see that content, I'll try to divert those people over to, you know, the gaming community. And I know a lot of those people who like technology and gaming, such as myself. This is going to be a great step for them because they're going to be like, hey, did you hear about this? Heck yeah, I heard about this. I'm going to be making a video on it soon. I got my hands on one. They sent me one, or I was able to buy one early. I'm going to do a video on it, and like, awesome. And I'll be able to talk to you guys in stream and in the comment section below, which I think is going to be really, really awesome. I'm going to be making sure that I drop that Twitch link every video just so people know, hey, why is he making, you know, tech videos? This isn't normal. Oh, he still does his streaming, you know, his video game streams. It's just over on Twitch. I got it. You know, just so you guys know. But anyway, if you enjoy the video, make sure to drop a thumbs up and a sub down below. I really hope you did enjoy. It's a big change for me too. I mean, almost 2 years, I think actually over 2 years, maybe something like that on YouTube, putting a lot of time into the channel and even more time into full-time streaming here on YouTube and then switching over to Twitch. It's been a big change for everybody. It's been a big change, especially for me. A lot of money's been put into this equipment and the change overall and everything. And I still have, you know, college work that I do as well. So again, if you enjoyed, make sure to let me know. If you didn't like it, drop a dislike and let me know what you didn't like. Let me know what I need to do better. But anyway, guys, I hope you're ready for the big change and the big move to a tech channel, and I'll see you in the next video.